Numbers chapter 30, Moses said to the heads of the tribes of Israel, this is what the Lord commands. When a man makes a vow to the Lord or takes an oath to obligate himself by a pledge, he must not break his word. He must do everything he said. When a young woman still living in her father's household makes a vow to the Lord or obligates herself by a pledge, and her father hears about her vow or the pledge binding her, and her father hears about her vow or the pledge binding her, and says nothing to her, then all her vows stand, and every pledge by which she obligated herself stands. But if her father forbids her on the day he hears about it, none of her vows or the pledges by which she obligated herself will stand. The Lord will release her because her father has forbidden her. If she marries after she has made a vow or spoken a pledge by which she bound herself, and her husband hears about it and says nothing to her on the day he hears it, then her vows stand, and the pledges by which she obligated herself stand. And her husband hears about it and says nothing to her on the day he hears it, then her vows stand, and the pledges by which she obligated herself stand. But if her husband forbids her on the day he hears about it, he nullifies a vow that bound her or the pledge she spoke, and the Lord will release her. Any vow or obligation taken by a widow or a divorced woman will be binding on her. If a woman living with her husband makes a vow or binds herself by a pledge under oath, and her husband hears about it but says nothing to her and does not forbid her, then all her vows stand, and all the pledges by which she obligated herself stand. But if her husband nullifies them when he hears about them, then none of the vows or pledges that came from her lips will stand. Her husband has nullified them, and the Lord will release her. Any vow or any binding oath to deny herself, her husband may confirm or her husband may nullify. But if her husband says nothing at all to her from day to day, then he confirms all her vows or the pledges binding her. He confirms them by saying nothing when he hears about them. If however he nullifies them sometime after he hears about them, then he must bear the consequences of her wrongdoing. These are the regulations the Lord gave Moses concerning relationships between a man and his wife, and between a father and his young daughter, still living in his household.